Hi, my Pisces. Welcome to Jive Tarot and your 9 card spiritual insight for September. Now, what I've started to notice is that, however, there does seem to be a bit of a grace period for you guys and my other signs. If you're not going through it currently, just keep a lookout for it. I see some sort of new beginning in your overall energy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Knight of Swords, though, seems to be the idea of holding your tongue. You don't need to let everybody know what's going on at this time, right? You don't want anybody to, I don't know, sabotage it. Beliefs, running their mouths, I don't know. 3 of Cups and the 6 of Cups in reverse. There seems to be an idea that, historically speaking, there seems to be a cycle or a pattern, a repeating pattern that keeps happening with you and another person. Or sometimes, Pisces, it could just be you, you know. I'm going to go into your 9 card, see what's happening, past, present, future, conscious, subconscious. More about the person that you're dealing with or the situation or challenge, and what the lesson is, the doorway. Most recent past, you might have, with the King of Pentacles here and the 4 of Swords in the upright. All right. The Magician, yes. Currently or in the upcoming of September, you're going to have to take the reins. You're going to have to purposefully understand that there's a lot of things that you're doing at this time that will be a direct catalyst or a magnet, so to say, to a lot of things that are coming up in the future, right? Usually I would say just think positive, try to stay positive during this time. Upcoming future, I see the Devil, but it came out kind of sideways. So the card that comes out like this for the upcoming, I'm feeling that it's really all in your hands, like the court is in your ball, Pisces. The ball is in your court. I'm so damn dyslexic. I can't even read my own mind. Person or situation that you're dealing with, okay, you're going to have to let them go. Out of sight, out of mind, not necessarily. You understand? But for the most part, that's not where your focus should be at all during the month of September. So, lessons they could be trying to teach you, or doorways they could have opened. It's the 3 of Swords, but it came out. It came out again in the sideways. So, I'm feeling like it depends on how you react to the situation. Damn. Okay, I just said that. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. With the most recent past being the King of Pentacles and kind of keeping to yourself with the 4 of Swords, I'm kind of getting the idea that there's a lot of issues, say financial, or having to move, or something not being as stable as you would need it to be. And you were just kind of, keeping it to yourself, keeping it hush-hush. But I think that directly reflecting on the overall energy, or there's some things that you should be keeping to yourself, right? Maybe it's the money issue that you shouldn't have kept to yourself, right? Maybe it's the joy, your next moves, plans, advancements. So you don't want to jinx it. But this shit, heartbreak or financial, I don't know, lack, unsurety or instability in the home or work life, I think you should definitely be able to speak on that. Reach out at least once, yeah, to the right person. High Priestess. That's your card right in the forefront. So you seem to have some sort of plans. You have some ideas. You have some plans. You're finally following your gut intuition, like you're just rolling with it, right? And that's good. That's subconscious. Nine of Cups. Very, very good. So there's nothing about you that's tethered to situations or circumstances in the past or the now. You don't let them, I feel, if you're not doing it already, this is a very good insight, very good tip. Thank you, Pisces. So, being happy, no matter the circumstances or what happens to you, being able to find that silver lining and moving towards it and focusing on that and being grateful for that, just that glimmer of light in the darkness, that's usually all it takes for you to find your way to the light. Don't you think? Yeah. How you would have handled it in the past. King of Wands in reverse. A little frivolous, a little petty. I think you would have been petty. Bad shit crazy. Defensive. Oh, as a defense mechanism, you could be using petty, undermined, like, I don't want to go because I'm tired. And then but you end up going anyway, and the whole time you're there, you're just like, every time they try to talk to you, petty ass shit. I said I didn't want to go, but you end up going anyway to prove a point to the person, but wasting time in the process. I think you have bigger, better goals this month, though, Pisces. Advice for the future is the Five of Cups. We're going to get a clarifier on that because I usually see this card as just coming to terms with something that's no longer there. Going ahead and feeling the emotion of not having it. Like this person, right? You usually kind of just pick up everything and I don't know, revolve around them for a little while when they call or if they come back, if this is an on and off situation. But to feel the loss and the regret of, if I don't do this, then I lose them, right? Just feel it. Usually if we feel it, we kind of stop it from happening in our life or manifesting in our life around us. Not all the time. Nine of Wands. It's the bottom of the deck. It's a charging forward towards uncharted territory, something that you're passionate about, something that you believe in, something, and it's a possibility, it's something only you could see, which is why I think Spirit might have said to kind of keep your forward movement for now a little hush-hush. Focus on the task at hand. Don't necessarily focus on bragging about it or telling people about it. And yes, sometimes we do want people's insights. We want our friends' insights. We want understanding, right? We want tips, tricks, advice. We want cooperation and camaraderie. But I think you'd be pouring it into a never-ending well there, honestly. I want to see what that card is that came out. I'm going to go grab it. Seven of Cups. Okay, so as for the person you're dealing with, yes, please don't worry about them. They have options. They have stuff to do. They have things to do. I'm not putting my life aside, my goals, my journey, my target aside to gallivant with you, because in the past, what it seemed like is it never really did anything for me. It's kind of a waste of time. And you always end up with the short end of the stick with this person. But they have a good mouthpiece. So, let's see. See if we can get a few clarifiers. This positive manifestation, this happiness, this abundance. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, the High Priestess. Okay, so this feels really big, right? It is a sort of a crossroads for you, per se. You understand? I feel like, depending on how I look at the situation, how I address it, how I judge it, how I perceive it, and my actions to it, this one, this decision, this person, this heartache, this regret, this happiness, is it permanent? I wonder. Because feeling the regret, them teaching you heartbreak, them having options. As far as physical relationship with this person, I'm thinking that that is specifically where the heartbreak is coming from. So I don't usually say this, and there's really no cards on the table except for the Three of Swords that came out that says this person has done you wrong. They've put you on the back burner. They made you feel like you didn't matter. You know, they left you kind of broken and unsure of where you stand at all. But there might be something that you see that not everybody else sees, you notice. And it's a telltale sign. I don't know if releasing this, currently you're content, happy. So I don't know if you found out this information or not yet. But I would definitely, if I were you, wait until you find out. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things aren't really going their way right now. So it's going to be easy for them to, I don't know, slip up a little bit, get lines crossed, get things confused, call you somebody else's name, for God's sake. But don't sweat it, right? That's when you're going to know. That's when you're going to figure it out. That's what you're going to find out. And that initial feeling, if I were you, this is, I feel like class is in session. That initial feeling that you get, take very, very keen note of it, right? Because that's the part of you that you need to worry about. That's the only part of this entire reading that you need to pay attention to. What's that initial feeling, that initial reaction? What are the words in your head when that thing happens? To thine own self be true. Know thyself. And yes, I can at that point make a decision on how to feel and how to react. But what I'm not allowed to do, Pisces, is take that feeling and just kind of shove it down like it doesn't exist. Lock the door on it like it doesn't belong. You understand that? That's a part of you. That's a part of you. You need to grow acquainted to. And just like any 2-year-old child, my emotions are 2-year-old children now. Like any 2-year-old child, you want to take that, nurture it to grow in the right direction. Don't just shove it under a rug and then complain that it's crooked and it's still there. Yes, it will always be there. How are you going to treat yourself? I definitely feel right now, I feel like it's very important. It will be very, very important to completely release that sadness, anger, aggression, heartache, heartbreak, and move past it to a better frontier if you do indeed just feel it. Like feel it, but don't get heartbroken over it. Feel it, understand it, comprehend it. But don't let it puppet you. Yes. Oh, right. So now what I'm getting here is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a card of stability. It's a card of homecoming. It's a card of celebration. So I feel that even if something or a situation looks bleak, pay attention to yourself and how you're feeling. Definitely feel the negative emotions and move past them. Think of a different way to focus your time and energy, like yourself, and find that stability. Okay, what about this devil here? Justice in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so there is something in the upcoming that, unfairly speaking, I think that you didn't take action on, right? Something that you missed or something that you forgot. And having to leave and walk away or go back, like punished, like, but then in that instance, is that when you unbind yourself from the devil energy? Heartache, greed, loss, lack, fear, jealousy, judgment of others, harsh judgment of others, or you succumb to them also. So it's going to be a little bit of a repeating pattern here. For some of you who do not get it this round with this one, I feel like you're going to be facing it again. And if you get it this time, Jesus, I mean, that's a given. Could you have been any less obvious? Anyway, I see the Knight of Clubs. There we go. And they'll be back around anyway. So handle it well. Stand up for yourself this time. Don't fold. Don't fold. Stand your ground. Allow yourself to feel the loss and regret. Allow yourself to feel sadness, but don't let it overtake you. Queen of Cups in reverse. You're so kind of even supposed to feel sad here. Like I said, take this time to get to know yourself and feel the loss. Don't feel like you have to get them back, because they'll be back around anyway. Just they'll have a different insight or a different perspective because you were able to hold your boundaries, but not in a spiteful, aggressive, petty way, shape, or form. It feels like it's genuine. Like I genuinely had feelings for you. I genuinely will miss you. I'll miss you. But I've got to do this and I've got to be happy in and of myself. I've got to follow my intuition and manifest the world that I know is coming, because this is my time. This is my season. I mean, the Magician is right there. And as I said, it seems like for the most part, the person will be back around. I'm seeing the Last Judgment. This is a card of second chances. This is a card of redemption. This is a card of ascension. So with their new insight, having you have stood your ground and not engaged in the biggery or the pettiness, but actually just allowed yourself to mourn it, that it changes things. It gives you a second chance and a better chance. Because like I said, there's going to be an ascension, it feels like, where ideas come to light. They're not spoiled anymore. You're not a doormat anymore. Not to say that this is a doormat situation. It's going to be as obvious as most people think it should be. This could be little things, little boundaries. This, instead of like big walls of boundaries, this could be little toothpicks of boundaries. But where you start slipping, you understand? There's your Nine of Cups, but the Ace of Cups, okay. That's what it is. This is not about a love situation right now. This is the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And Judgment, the Nine of Cups, but the Ace of Cups in reverse. So at this time, this isn't about finding your 10th cup. This is about remaining in your contentment, in yourself. I think you know what to do, Pisces, so that's about all I have for you today. Until next time, please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload, which should be in about a week, for your freestyle read. And until next time, Pisces, thanks for stopping by Jive Tarot.